Hello and welcome on this video tutorial regarding the questionnaire related to your registered design. This questionnaire is dedicated to collect all the information we need to come to an indicative value of your registered design. So you are on the questionnaire page. You arrive on this page through your account or your order, and you are invited to complete 3 parts of the questionnaire. The first part deals with the general information about your design. The second part is related to the market, and the final part is more about your business model and financial data. Let's start with the first part. So the first field you have here is your order number. So when you come to this page through your account or your order, this field must be already completed. If it's not the case, you should relaunch the questionnaire through your account or your order to be sure that we can link your questionnaire to your order. Then you have classical fields where you are invited to complete your first name, your last name, the name of your company, your email address, so that we can send you the resulting report in the right mailbox. Then we ask you a few general questions about your design. First of all, if you have to give it a title or a name, you put it there. Then you are invited in this field to explain the specifics of your design in a few words. What is your design related to? What are the main features of the design that you want to protect, that are really differentiating compared to other designs in your market? So you can explain all this here. Then if you have an internal code to refer to this design, you can specify it here. It could be easier for you to have this internal code that is reported in final documents. And then here you have to define the main business area, the main sector where your design is enforced. If it's a chair, it's furniture, for example. So here in a few words, the business sector. The following part is related to legal matters regarding your registered design. So the first question is about the date of registration. So when did you register this design at your office? So you select the right date here. Here you can specify the registration number or publication number of your design. This is a number that is specified on your registration documents, or you can also check this number online in the database of designs from the office you depend on. Then in which geographical area is this design enforced? So where did you protect your design? If it's in one country, you can specify it here, several countries here again. If it's just in Europe or United States, you can also specify it there. So here you specify the countries where your design is enforced. Your design has an expiry date, so here you have to select the date that is shown on your registration documents or online in the database of your design. If you have no idea about this, you can ask your advisors, your IP advisors. They must know this, and you should know this to be able to renew so that you will be still in force in a few years. Then you are invited in this question to select the affirmation that is the most relevant for your case. So maybe your registered design is still valid, maybe not. Maybe you did some research to validate the novelty, so you can select several affirmations that suit your case. Then, this is a really important question for us. Considering the products or services that you commercialize or intend to commercialize, this design concerns an accessory part, an important but not essential part, or an essential part of a product of a range of products or of several ranges of products. So here it's really important to select carefully the sentence that is the most accurate for your case. Next question. Does this design contribute significantly to the differentiation of your products? So if the design you registered is dedicated to a specific product of your company, and that this product is really important for the differentiation of your company, you can put 4 or 5 stars. If this design does not contribute significantly to your products, you will put less stars here. Then another important question, considering your activity, are your brand, know-how, patents, network, and so on, all the strength of your companies, are they more important than this design? So you have here to define the contribution of your design in your activity compared to the other assets you have developed to carry on your activity. If your design is not so important, you will be maybe here, and if your design is a core asset of your business, you will be certainly higher. Then, next question. Have you identified counterfeiters, copiers of this design? It's a clear question. No, yes, no, but it's possible that there is. Okay, you select the one that fits your situation. Do you think that the litigation risk on this design is high? If the risk of litigation is highly probable, you put the maximum stars, and if the risk of litigation is very low, you can put half a star or 1 star. It's up to you, considering the situation you are in. How would you describe your defense strategy related to this design? If your strategy is operational, you have a budget allocated to defend your design, then you can put the maximum stars or less. It depends on your appreciation. If you have no budget, no real strategy, that you are not really sure to be able to defend your design against competitors, counterfeiters, then you will be lower. Last question, is this design already commercialized? It's a yes or no question, so there is no ambiguity there. If it's a no, you are invited to answer another question. So are you ready to commercialize your design? Yes or no again. If it's a yes, okay. If it's a no, you check no, and then you're done with this first part of this questionnaire, and you click on next to get to the second part that is related to market matters. So you are on the second part of the questionnaire. In this case, we have answered that our design was not ready to be commercialized. So the first question in this part is for us to understand what is the things you have to do to be ready to commercialize your design. So what do you need? Nothing in particular. You are almost ready to go to the market, or maybe you lack funding, negotiating some agreements, or you need a label to go on. So here you can answer and specify the needs that you have to fulfill to go on and to be ready to go to the market. Then, depending on the needs you have selected, you are here invited to define the progress of the fulfillment of those needs. So if you are almost done with all these needs, you can select all the 5 stars or maybe 4. And if you are far from the end of the completion of your needs, you can be lower, following that you are maybe 10%, 20%, 50% of the way to go to the market. Okay. Then, what is the position of the operating company in the target market? It could be one company or several companies if you are several operating companies. So you have here to select what is its position or their position on the market. So Is it, or are they a significant player, a marginal player, and so on. So you can select here so that we can understand how you are positioned in your market. Then next question, how is the operator's marketing strategy? So we are talking again about the operating companies. Regarding their marketing strategy, has the operator a satisfactory strategy regarding the way he will penetrate the market, the way he will sell the products, and so on? If it's quite perfect, or is ready to go and you are experienced, so you can put 5 stars, you have all the budget you need. But if it's not the case, you will be lower. So here you have to appreciate this with information you have. Okay, and here you have to complete the expected growth of the target market. So if you are in a market that has a trend of maybe 4% growth, you can say it here, depending on your surveys or depending on the figures you can have concerning your market. Okay, the more documented is this number, the more relevant will be our study. Then you are done with the second part, which is quite short comparing to the first one, and you click on next to finish your questionnaire with the third and final part regarding the financial data. So here you are on the third part of the questionnaire regarding your business model and financial data. The first question of this part is about the size of your company. So you just have to know if you are a startup, a SME, a corporate group. So you select the right answer here. Then from now on, how many years do you think you can use this design as it is, as you have registered it? So if you can exploit it maybe 2 years, you put 2 years. If you can exploit it longer, you can put 10 years. It's up to you to appreciate the number of years you can use your design as it is, as far as you know your market and your strategy. Okay, then we arrive on financial questions. So this one is focused on your turnover, your revenues. So according to you, how much turnover revenue will you generate in the geographical area where this design is in force in the coming years? Each word is really important in this question. So we talk about revenue, turnovers. We talk of this only in the geographical area where the design is in force. So if you have registered your design only in France or only in UK or only in the US, we are only interested in the turnover you will generate in these countries and in the coming years. So this is quite important, and this is really the turnover related to the products that depend on your design in these countries. Okay, you have to be really careful about that. So we propose a frame here to facilitate your answer. So here it's in French, but here you have to specify the turnover you will generate for the next coming years. Okay, and the result is quite important. The other question is the same kind of question, but it's not about your revenues, but your net operating income, your EBITDA. And once again, it's regarding your design and in the geographical areas where your design is in force. So here again, you complete the EBITDAs you think, you expect to generate in the coming years. Then here, we ask you to appreciate the contribution of your registered design in the realization of your profits. When you compare your activity with this design to other activities and to the contribution of other assets of your company, in your opinion, what is the contribution of your design when you generate some profits in your activity? So is it about 10%, 20%? Is it higher? So Here you have to evaluate it. It's not an easy question, so you have to really think about this. And it's quite important in our process then. If you did not have this registered design, to what extent would your business be threatened? How necessary is the design in the realization of the figures you specified earlier? Either we talk about revenues or profits. It's another question which is dedicated to enable us to really appreciate the role of your design in your activity. So, according to you, the business will be threatened at 10%, 20%, 30%, okay? It can be the level of revenues that represents your design, your activity. It could be the level of profits. It's up to you to define this with the knowledge you have about your activity. Then we are almost done. If you want to add any document that can help or complete your answers, you can do this here by uploading any document you think is necessary to a better understanding from our part. And here you can specify more precisely any free note that you want to add to make our work easier, maybe to better understand your answers, and maybe you have some doubts about any answer you have completed earlier, so you can express yourself here. Okay, when you are done, you click on submit. So here you are, you have submitted your questionnaire. We will deal with your answers shortly, and you will receive your evaluation report within 3 working days in your mailbox. We hope that this video tutorial was clear enough for you. If it's not the case, feel free to contact us by email or by phone, and we'll be pleased to answer any question you may have regarding the questionnaire, your answers, your doubts, the process, our report. So we hope that you will be satisfied with our services. We remind you that the conclusion is an indicative value and it depends on the data you have provided on these questionnaires. So this is really important that you are careful when you answer the questionnaire, and feel free to contact your advisors, your legal accounting advisors, your marketing advisors, to get the best answers you can through these questionnaires. The more precise and accurate you are, the more we will be able to send you a relevant report. So, have a good day and feel free to contact us if you need it. And see you soon on IPNets.